Right. Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we'll talk about BTC on the macro scale, and we'll talk about BTC on a low degree and all that good stuff, and what type of price action we could be anticipating over the next like a few days, few weeks, few months, whatever. Okay. So we're going to start off with the monthly time frame, right? So on a monthly basis, we talked about the monthly basis like a couple of days ago, right? So we've been talking about the monthly basis forever. So if we take a look at it, right? Come on, my boy, come on, BDC, okay? So if we take a look at the monthly basis, right here, we're getting very, very close to our, monthly 21 EMA. If you guys recall, back in 2021 May, we did not retest it. We came very close and we said don't basically be too bearish. We right around the monthly 21 EMA. So right now it is not time to be bearish, right? It is time to be extremely cautious, even though the entire market is calling for a dump. Could we get a dump? Yes, we can get a dump, but getting close to a macro support, right? It is kind of very, very aggressive to be bearish, as soon as we get close to the monthly 21 EMA and all that good stuff, right? So let me take a look at the chat room to make sure that the sound is good. We got Hamza in the house. Hamza Moonboy shorting everything, man. Be cautious, Hamza. So who else in the house? We got Stream Elements in the house. Of course, and Crypto in the house too, right? All right. So make sure to smash the like, guys. We got 14 watching and 7 likes. So we need 15 likes, right? Make sure to hit the likes. So I'm going to give you guys one of the best analysis. Remember, guys, it is all free, okay? It is all free, and you're getting like one of the most accurate, analysis in the crypto space, right? Since since last year, since BTC broke out above 10K, we call all these prices 30K. We said we're going to be pumping. We broke out below our 3D. We said we're going to be dumping and all that good stuff. So I'm still, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm still bullish on the macro scale. I just gave you guys a macro analysis, I think yesterday, right? So we talk about the macro analysis and how BTC is going to be breaking out to the upside over the next like a few months and all that good stuff. So it is not a good time to be bearish, since like we're very close to the monthly 21 EMA. All right. So just to give you guys a quick recap about the monthly 21 EMA. If you take a look at it right here, back in 2018, you could call it a descending triangle, whatever you want to call it, right? It doesn't matter as of now, but we did get a nice support at the monthly 21 EMA right here for like nearly 5 to 6 months, right? So right there, okay? So nearly 5 to 6 months, right, before we broke out to the downside. If you take a look at it right there on a monthly basis, even though we've been basically, been trading the downtrend from like a 14K all the way down to like a 4K, the monthly 21 EMA gave us a tough time with the 40% pump, right? Right there, if you guys recall no, that was the 40% pump right here back in October. And January, right there, January 2020, we basically pumped to the upside after retesting the monthly 21. So if we really, really think about it, right, we should not be breaking out massively below the monthly 21 this month, okay? I'm not saying we won't, but based on the previous price history right here, right there, and even if we go back to 2014, right there, we retested it, pump right here, got a support right there, spent like nearly 4 months before we capitulated. So, just got to be cautious over the next like a few weeks or even like a few months, because we might not be capitulating in January or even like a February. If it comes in January or February, great. Okay, great. But just have to be very, very cautious. And if we take a look at it in terms of volume, the volume been decreasing over the last few months. Hey, what's up, El Gordolon? Thanks a lot, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? Guarlandia in the house. Wonder Boy, formerly known as Doom Boys in the house. Okay, so if you take a look at the volume right here, the volume been decreasing over the last few months, almost a year. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, it means the entire range right here, it is nothing but a correction. Okay, if you take a look at the move we got back in 2018, the volume was decreasing. We all knew that, right? We all knew the volume was decreasing, so we knew the volatility has to decrease, and at some point we're going to get a capitulation and all that good stuff. Yes, back in 2018 I wasn't expecting a capitulation. I was a moon boy, because if price doesn't go up, I'm not going to make any profits, right? So but now it doesn't matter. If price goes down, I can still make profits, right? Meaning, like, you can buy the down token, or you can short the market, or you can even like sell and buy back the dip. So you can, either way you look at it, you're still going to make profits depending on how you look at the market. Okay, so for instance, if you sell one XRP right here at 6,000 and you buy some XRP at 3,000 right there, right? You're gonna get what? 2 XRP. So you made some profits. So it all depends how you want to look at it, right? So you take a look at it right here. Back in 2019, the volume was decreasing, right? In selling pressure. Take a look at it right here, selling pressure. Take a look at it right here, selling pressure. So even though we're dropping, guys, I think, all right, a big move is coming. Okay, and that move, we talked about it yesterday. We talked about the wave 5 to the upside, right? We said the entire range right here, it is what, just our wave 4, and we could be getting our wave 5. We just don't know how low we will drop exactly to the to the exact price, right? But we know we're going to be dropping down to the monthly 21. Okay, if we find support right here, 35, great. If we find support 30K, great. But we know a big move is coming, so it is not a good time, for bulls to give up. I'm still shorting. I'm still holding my short positions, right? But once again, don't short below 40K. Don't short below 40K. I'm telling you guys, don't short below 40K. Just suck it up. So just suck it up, and not financial advice, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at BDC on a quarterly basis, right? So the quarterly basis, it is pretty much the monthly basis, right? Because it is only January. Oh gosh, we will talk about the 3 weeks cycle also. Gonna close today, right? The 21st. So on a quarterly basis, we got a tweezer top right here. Wasn't quite a good tweezer, but got wiped out. Basically wiped out all the gains we had the first quarter of 2021. The second quarter, everything got wiped out, and everything getting wiped out again, right? The last quarter of 2021. So the first quarter of 2021 and the last quarter of 2021 is basically zero, because both of them got wiped out, right? So on the quarterly 21, if we get any sort of like a capitulation, right? We got our quarterly 21 EMA, right? So if you like to trade the macro scale, and you think like, BTC will break out below 30K, then you got your quarterly 21, okay? Right now it is at 21,570, 21,570, okay? And at the same time, your quarterly 21 is nearly basically your weekly 200 MA. So if you hear people talking about weekly 200 MA or like quarterly 21 MA, approximately it's the same price, within 10%. Okay, so no need to basically worry too much about the weekly 200 MA if you basically follow the quarterly time frame. Okay, which basically going to give you enough time to to study the market and all that good stuff. Okay, because if we dump down to 21, you should not be, at least, you should not be bearish at all. Okay, it should be buying everything, not financial advice, but based on the previous price history, you can see like right there, even if you extrapolate it, you can do that if you send crypto, but you can do that, if you're Iceman, right? So right there, okay. If not, you can use the BLX chart, right? So guys, make sure to hit the likes. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot for hitting the likes. We got 18 likes, right? It's free, guys. It's free. All right. So quarterly 21 right there. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. And we know exactly, guys. That's why I'm telling you, we will talk about BTC on a, on a quarterly time frame based on Fibonacci and all that good stuff also, right? If I have time, right? Now let's go back to BTC on a quarterly. So quarterly time frame are definitely not looking good, right? Definitely not looking good. But if we're going to get a support at the monthly 21, we definitely could be bouncing off the from the support range right here. And if and only if we don't break out, right, the quarterly 21 definitely going to be pushing higher up to 30K. And it means like we're most likely not going to break out below 30K. So it all depends how the monthly 21 will behave, right? You see what I'm saying? So if we stay, let's say we stay between 30K to 40K for like the next 2 quarters, right, till September, most likely the quarterly 21, right, will basically push higher. As you can see right here, last quarter cycle was right around like 20K. And right now, I don't think it's going to push that high though, but we will see. So it only pumped like 2,000 points. Yeah, it pumped back like 2,000 points every quarter, depending on the volatility. So even if we pump 4,000 point over the next like 4 quarters, it's going to be like right around like a 25, 26, right? So which is still going to be pretty good because better than 10K, right? Most 10K bears are still waiting for 10K and all that good stuff, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on a weekly basis, right? So the weekly looking pretty nasty. A bearish divergence on our MACD. We talked about it multiple times, right? So we just have to repeat ourselves now. But if you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe so you can get these macro analysis. That way, you're not going to be looking at the chart every day because Send Crypto already talk about the directional move, right? So the directional move right here, we said, okay, at first, we said don't be bearish right here when BTC was right around like a 39.50, right? Something like that, 39.5, right? So what we said was like, don't be bearish because we're not negative yet on our MACD and there is no divergence yet, right? Right here, as soon as we got the divergence, we said, okay, it's time to what? It's time to suck it up. We can basically we can't try to go against the trend, right? Since like we, about to cross negative, right? And we already crossed negative actually, right? So we said, okay, it's time to suck it up, okay? Because, we got a strong bearish trend right here on our MACD, RSI. Let's not play with the, let's not try to be smart and try to go against the trend, okay? Let's just stay with it. So bearish right here, bearish right there, bearish right there, triple bearishness. The only thing you can expect after we break out below the 21 is like a rejection from the 21 EMA, right? That's why we will talk about BTC on a low degree, just about like a 51.7, why 51.7 was so important, and why I was basically insisting not to long BTC above 51.7 and just accumulate shorts. I'm still holding my shorts, right? Got multiple short positions, right? Just holding, and already took some profits at 409.75. If you guys remember 409.75, we talked about 409.75 even back in September. So I kept the same number just to stay consistent because people tend to forget very quickly, right, what happened before, right? But 409.75 was a very, very key, was a very, very important key level. Okay, so I stay, I stay basically consistent with the 40975 support. And the next support right here on the weekly going to be the weekly 100 EMA. The weekly 100 EMA going to be at 35761. Okay, depending on which exchange you're using, but 35.7 is good enough. All right. So if you want some little bit of history regarding the weekly 100 EMA, bang right here. Okay, bang right there, bang right there. Okay, so another thing, guys, if you trade BDC, make sure to remember your setups, right? If you can write them down, make sure to, I mean, if you can write them down, it is better. That way, you know, when you see the pattern again, you automatically going to recognize it. Okay, so if you let's say you consistently trading BTC, all right, you 9 out of 10, okay, you're going to remember most of the patterns. Okay, you're going to remember most of the pattern. So if you just start, let's say you just started to trade BTC or any other, other cryptos, right? Write down your setups, why why you taking it and all that good stuff, right? That way, within the next like a few weeks, few months, when we print the same pattern, you automatically going to recognize the pattern, and you're going to get a better reflex and react quickly, okay, and not going to hesitate. That's why it doesn't matter. Since like 2018, I can say like since actually 2017, I remember most of my setups for BTC. Okay, especially after we started the bottom right here. That's when I really took really took the trading seriously right here. Right there, I was just a moon boy because I was thinking we're going to $1 million. So I was like, okay, we're going to $1 million, right? But down to the 6 hour, even everything right here, I remember most of the trade we took right there. Okay, most of the trade we took right there, And what happened, some of these trades we got wrecked too, right? I got wrecked right here, 9,000, right? Shorting right here. But after we shorted it up to like 12K, right? Yeah, you're going to get wrecked too, man. Believe me, you're going to get wrecked. So yeah, so now just going back to the weekly 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 time frame, right? So weekly support 35.7, right? So bearish divergence, right? So now let's move on to the 3D time frame. Most of you guys love the 3D. Hey, what's up? Okay, in the house. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Tyro, Mr. Miss Tyro signer. Hey, signer, is it over? Oh yeah, it is over, man. We're going down to the going down. Yeah, we're going down, man. Mr. I String Man in the house. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Mr. Tyro is saying borrowing is like leverage. Yeah, borrowing is like leverage. I mean, you just don't want to borrow too much. Just like, I mean, what I learned over the last few years regarding leverage is like, gotta keep it low, man. I'm telling you, got to keep it low, man. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. If you keep it low, right, you will make more profits, right, than you can imagine. Okay, and I'm gonna show you also one technique, right, which is like when you're trading the directional trend, right? Let's say for instance, this is one of my signature trade, right? The 3D time frame. I'm confident whenever I see it, right? It is my A game. Okay, 3D time frame and 6 hour time frame. Those are my A game trades. Okay, even though it is my A game, when I open a position, I don't open a 10x position straight up. You see what I'm saying? So what I do is like open a maximum 2x position, right? And that way I can't say like that way I got enough margin, because it all depends. I don't want to use, like, let's say you don't want to use all your margin. Even if you're doing a 2x, you want to use at maximum, let's say 15 to 25x, right? 15 to 25%, not x, right? You open a position right here and you sit tight, relax. Okay, you sit tight, relax. Let's say I got $100. I use basically $25, right? Max, right? And open a 2x position. Okay, that gave me like a $50 position, right? For example, right? This is a 5. Doesn't, I'm writing like a XRP moon boy, right? So $25, you open a 2x position, and you just sit tight. You just sit tight and cover your position, because you know that's your A game trade, right? So what I like to do after the trade is, the trade is 100% confirmed, like we dump massively below our 3D 21, MACD continue to dump lower. Now I can increase my leverage. Do you see what I'm saying? I can increase my leverage even to 10x. Okay, so if I increase my leverage, let's say I increase my leverage to 10x, right? Now I can remove some of my margin. Okay, I can remove some of my margin, right? And I can do whatever I want with it later on, right? So, but I don't like to open a directional move, leverage with a high leverage. You see what I'm saying? Hopefully it makes sense, okay? Because if you increase your leverage, it's not going to affect anything. It's just going to affect your liquidation, but you're already going to put your stop loss at entry. So it doesn't matter. Even if you increase it up to 100x, right? You cannot get liquidated because you already got your stop loss at entry and you're already in profits. But you will be able to take some of your margin out and take another position. You see what I'm saying? So for instance, if I increase this sucker, like it was like 2x, right? So now if I increase it, for instance, right, just for the sake of simplicity, to 100x, I might be able to remove like $24 or maybe like $23, right? And I got $23 to open another position. For instance, like, short Ethereum with that $23 with a 2x. You see what I'm saying? That way you're never gonna get liquidated, and you're basically trading your A game, but you don't want to do it like, you don't want to do it without being very, very confident and all that good stuff. Hopefully it makes sense, right? I cannot find a good way to explain it, but if you're trading the market long enough, you will basically capture what I'm saying. Okay, so always not financial advice, right? I'm not telling you to go leverage or whatever. I'm just telling you. I mean, you can do whatever you want. I don't care. Okay, even if you trade the forex, right? What do? You're leveraging. If you do what option, what do? You're leveraging. So some people keep saying like, oh, crypto, blah blah blah, crypto traders, blah blah blah. But even if you're not leveraging on crypto, you will leverage somewhere else. Okay. But I'm not saying to go leverage. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, people who leverage, if they want to leverage, they do it. Okay. Nothing. You can't blame them because they know what they're doing, and they can get wrecked properly too, right? So now let's go back to the 3D time frame now. Hey, what's up, Nate in the house, Mr. BU in the house? Thanks a lot for tuning in, man. So now the 3D time frame, guys, it is one of our best, best time frame, right? To pay attention to for a directional move. Meaning, like, for instance, when we start longing, okay, we will just follow the 3D. If the 3D is bullish, we just stay with the trend. Every position I will open, right? Most of the position, not all, but most of the position will basically follow the 3D time frame. That's why since December, all I've been doing is just going with the trend. Sometimes I see like some nice setups, right? I see some nice setups, but just, sometimes I just let it go because I know you could get in trouble, right, easily by going against the trend. Right? It has to be 90 to 95% accurate for me to basically go against the trend, right? But the 3D right here, we broke out below the 21 EMA, dump all the way down to a 40K pump back up, and we said, okay, this range right here, 51 to 57, going to be our resistance. So, we stay bearish right here, both of the time, right? We retest at 51.7. What we said was like, it is going down. It is going down, 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 down. Okay. So we dump all the way down to our support 4975. And if we take a look at it in terms of Fibonacci, right? Bang right here, we're breaking out below 0.618. And, 0.618 was like just about like a 40K, but sometimes you don't want to basically wait for the exact number. Even if you're leveraging, even if you're doing spot, it doesn't matter. Waiting for the exact number will get you, will basically make you miss a lot, because sometimes you can miss these supports like by 1 point. I've seen it. Okay, I missed like BDC entry by 1 point. Okay, sometimes by 2 points, sometimes by 1 XRP, whatever. So you know what I'm saying, right? So now we're breaking out below 0.618. 0.786 going to be right around like 34. Okay, and 34, it is just above the weekly 100 EMA. Okay, and slightly also above the monthly. So the range right here, we just have to be cautious. If you're trading on, if you're trading the lower degree, you can just follow the directional move based on the Fibonacci, right? Or even down to like a 31.5 based on the Fibonacci. Okay, right there. But I don't think it'll stay there too long. I could get bored up very quickly. But one thing to just keep an eye on, it doesn't matter whether we get a bounce or not. Just follow your 3D21. I'm following it right here, as I said, since December. Okay, if we open and close a candle below the 21 EMA, we will need to pack our bags over the next few weeks. So it wasn't a short-term trade, right? So it's been almost like 45 days, because we dumped like, I think on December 3rd, right there, December 3rd, right? And it is already January 22nd, right? 21st, okay? 22nd be tomorrow. So yeah, we can definitely retest this area, but I don't know if the monthly or weekly 100 EMA will let us dump down to these levels. Okay, but it doesn't matter. Just stay with the trend. I'm not looking for a long position yet, right? Just accumulate, on the downtrend, right? And stay with the spot position for the reversal to occur once we get our MACD to flip bullish right here, price action above the 21, and we will basically start to be some moon boys and all that good stuff, right? Because we're gonna get plenty of time to be moon boys over the next like a few months. So don't feel down just because BTC is down. Just stay strong, right? And don't listen to the bears, because once we start like pumping to the upside, bears gonna be like, oh no, we're still going to dump. That's why so many people felt like they got left out, right? After we pump above 11K right here last year, because after we pump all the way up to 17, 18, they said we're going to be dumping down to 14K. So they've been waiting for 14K for over like 14 months. So just stay with the trend. The 3D time frame will give you a short to a medium term trend. Very, very reliable over the last few years, right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on the 5D. We don't talk about the 5D a lot, but the reason for that is like, I don't talk about it because it doesn't print the bullish pattern a lot, right? It only prints it like, let's say, every 2 years or something like that, right? When you get your second 3D time frame, right? The second 3D time frame crossover right here, that could coincide with your 5D MACD crossing bullish also. Okay, so we will watch the 5D time frame, and that could give us what? Will give us a bullish divergence, right? If we do not break out below the 30K, right? Or even break out below the 30K slightly, it'll give us what? A 5D MACD. Okay, I spotted this pattern like back in 2020 right here, 2019 right here. Right here. So even if you go on my trading view, right, I talk about this pattern, like the 5D MACD. Okay, I talk about the 5D MACD right here, back in March and all that good stuff. All right, so that pattern right here on the 5D, we could get it again and think, take a look at it right here. Okay, we got the bull divergence right there, and we started the new bull market trend. You only get these little stuff, guys, from Send Crypto. I'm telling you, man. So stay bullish, right, below 40K, and wait for the 3D up to 5D to print the bullish pattern, and we could start a new bull trend. Because I don't think like we will just go through reaccumulation for like a 12 month, right? Over 12 month, right? Since like January 2021, right? Just to pump like 2x, let's say just to go up to like a 70K, right? We could go 5x, 6x, or even 10x, right? We already talked about the directional move yesterday, right? We will talk about it in another video and all that good stuff, right? But just remember, we talked about like a 136 to a 110 to 136 on average, okay, depending on where we're going to find support, right here. If we find support at 130, let's do this. Yeah, guys, today I just wanted to take my time and do it right. Yeah, that's what I said too, right? Right here, right there. Okay, 120 extension going to take us all the way up to 130, 135, okay? But if we want to, let's say we find support at 26, right? 26 or 25, whatever, right? On average, if we get there, right? Who knows? 120 extension going to be about 110. What I mean about 120 extension, I mean the move right here, okay? You can even use your percentage move right here, 350 and 350 right here. You don't have to use your Fibonacci, okay? If you want to do an extension, let's say you want to look for an extension of this move right here, right? You'll be like, okay, BDC pump like 3K to 14K. I want to get an extension of it once we get a bottom right there. All you need to do, right, is just do this, swing low to swing high, right? What is it? 350, give or take, and you do swing low to swing high. That's also another easy way to do it, right? But if you want to use your Fibonacci to look for some resistances and all that good stuff, you can use your Fibonacci. And at the same time, I said it last time, right? If you got a head and shoulder, something like that, let's go ahead and take a look at the head and shoulder, and we will talk about the daily bullish divergence and why you should not be following the bullish divergence we created right here. Okay, it is still valid, but let's see. Okay, on the low degree. So let's say you got a nice head and shoulder, big head, and another big old shoulder. Okay, and that's your small neck right here. You got big head, small neck, right? So you draw your Fibonacci, I mean your percentage move, right? 40%, and you can draw another 40% right down. Okay, that's the best way to do it. But if you want to use like your arrows, you do something like that, right? And you drag it, and you'll be like, oh, okay, we're going down. Let's do this. For some reason, this one is working. Let's do this. For some reason, today is working. Okay, but for some time, like when you do the arrow, right? It just tells you like you're going to zero. Let's do this again. Yeah, it's working. Let's do this. I don't know why it is working today. That was an ugly line. Yeah, today is working for some reason. But you get the point, okay? You get the point. You look for the percentage move most of the time. So if your arrow, I see some YouTubers like they do something like that, and for some reason sometimes the arrow just gonna say, okay, you're going down to 14K. It happened to me the other day too, right? But I need to figure out why it is working right now. Okay. Yeah, but you get the point, okay? So now let's go ahead and take a look at BDC. Can you please analyze Matic, Ether, Matic, Ether? Matic is going down, 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 down. Hey, what's up, Crypto Bengal? Hey, T-Dog in the house. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Leroy Jenkins. Yeah, if you use line, it won't work. I know that, but I know it won't work. But today is working for some reason, because if I do something like that, right, and I drag it, right, it's working. I need to figure out why it is working now, but I know sometimes it works, but most of the time it doesn't. I don't know if it is on YouTube trading view or not, because I got my chart on log scale, right, and my Fibonacci is also on log scale, right. So if you remove your log scale on the Fibonacci, we already breaking out below it is a different topic now. Let's forget about the line right here, okay? We will talk about it next time. So if you use if you remove your log scale, we below the 0.618 and 0.786 right here. It is very close to the monthly 21 EMA at 37. Okay, that's why I'm saying, like, let's just be cautious, because it could be very funny over the next like a few days. Yeah, could be funny. So now let's take a look at BDC on the daily before we talk about Matic and all that good stuff. So hopefully you guys paid enough attention, right? You know, when we got the bullish crossover on our MACD last month, back in December, right here. But I told you guys, I told you something very, very important. I was like, yes, you got a bullish MACD, right? But remember, the dominant trend on the 3D and on the weekly is what? Down. So a bullish MACD on the daily doesn't guarantee what? A reversal. Okay? So that I was pretty clear. I made sure I repeated it right multiple times in multiple live streams, so people basically can get themselves familiarized with the MACD, right? So you take a look at it on Gemini. So I remember T-Dog was extremely bullish at, because he was screaming for someone to basically just, someone to take his keyboards before he go long and all that good stuff. So right there, okay. So you got a MACD. You be like, okay, now it is bullish and all that good stuff. Yes, it is bullish. You got your small wedge pattern. Everything was looking good. Okay, but if you basically been trading BTC long enough, you will know you will not fall. You should not be falling for this. You should not be falling for a bullish crossover on your MACD. Okay, you should not. Yes, if you short-term trading, bang, you're gonna get a nice 8 to 10% move. However, if you stay with the directional move, you're gonna get the bigger gains. Okay, look at 26%, and we're looking for nearly 30% gain. So, and even if you're going to long it, you're probably going to long it right around like a 48, 49, just to get out at 52. It doesn't worth it. Okay, so, and what we said after that is like some people started to connect these two dots right there, right? That dot, not dot like dot, but you know, that one right here, right? And this one. I was like, no, 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 don't do that. You're going to get wrecked. Why? The reason for that was like, it is pretty simple. Okay, I said the move right here was a was a divergence itself, so it doesn't have anything to do with this high low. Okay, even though it is creating high lows, right? But this that low and that low are not connected. Okay, you see what I'm saying? This move has to create its own divergence, meaning like it has to basically do something like that. That's exactly what I told you. That's why I did not long this sucker. You know, it looks beautiful. If you're new to crypto, right, you're going to be like, man, we got a bull divergence, we're going to the moon. But if you watch some crypto, I told you guys, I told you, right? Don't fall for it. Okay, so the move we got right here, it is too small to be a reversal pattern itself. Right, even if we get a bullish divergence right here, it is only to create probably a, you know, a lower high right here. Okay, a lower high right here, possibly. Okay, possibly. But the concept was like, don't get you know, too excited with these bullish divergences on a directional move. When the directional move is down, you always okay, have to refer to your higher time frame, like your 3D, your weekly. Okay, so you take a look at the weekly time frame. You only had what, one weekly bullish candle right here on a big downtrend. You don't want to basically trust a you know, you don't want to trust the bullishness right here. You don't want to trust it. Okay, on the lower degree, you could get, you know, you could print like some flat correction I was telling you and all that good stuff, but I didn't trust it. I wasn't I wasn't like looking to along it. I was just saying, if we go back to like, let's say 45 up to 45, it is going to be a range to reaccumulate some shorts, not to long it, you know, long it, right? So hopefully it is making sense, right? Can we take a look at Luna? I'm on Luna short. Sucker doesn't want to drop hard though, but let's see. Yeah, yeah. In our premium year, I sent the Luna setup like, you know, a few days ago at 83 to 84. It dumped down to 75 and pumped back to 83, 84. We will take a look at Luna, but let's go back to BTC because BTC is really, really fun to trade right now, right? Right? So now we're done with the daily. You know why we did not break out, right, on the daily? And we said, you know, be cautious. As soon as we hit the monthly 21 down to the weekly 21, you got to be cautious, right? This pattern is also a potential bullish pattern, but we did not get a big head right here. If we had pushed higher, right, and create this move right there, I would be like, okay, we're gonna get this move because this pattern, that's the same pattern we got back in 2019. Okay, that's the same pattern we got back in 2019 on the 40%, the 40% pump. And that's the same thing we got right here too, before the reversal. That's why, you know, I wasn't hesitating, right? Right here. Did not hesitate to go long as soon as we flip bullish on our 2D. But let's see, okay? Let's see over the next like a couple of days what will happen. So now let's go ahead and take a look at BTC on the 6 hour. So the 6 hour time frame looks really, really good. Really, 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 really good on Gemini. Okay, so remember, Gemini did not print did not print a right shoulder. Okay, that's why I was just saying be cautious right here, right? Just in case, right? We retest like a 40K and go retest like a 50, 51, just to print a right shoulder. It'll still just be a bearish pattern. It would just delay the downtrend. Okay. Even though I saw it, I was just relying on the higher time frame step, okay, for the continuation. So 6 hour still looking pretty bad. We know exactly what to look for on the 6 hour, even before the 3D MACD, even before the 3D MACD crosses bullish. You know what we're looking for on the 6 hour, right? You look for your what? Your moving averages. So make sure to use the 3 EMA not basic attention, but basic action. Rec City. That's what it is called. No, it's not that. It is called 3 EMA Basic Action Zone. Okay. So if you use it right, it makes it very simple for you to basically just follow the the red zone and the green zone. Okay, what I've been saying over the last few weeks, you guys recall, right? Right here, right there, right here, right there, right? I showed you all these moves. We need the 6 hour time frame, right, to flip bullish. And most of the time it coincides with the 3D time frame flipping bullish, which is basically pretty awesome because you got a double confirmation on your 6 hour and 3D. And these two time frame, they're not basically not even close to one another, right? 6 hour up to 3D time frame. If they're both showing the same bullishness, bang, you got what you're looking for, right? Okay. So we're going to need a uh, a reversal, okay? Just like that. Okay. And right here on the 6 hour. So even before once again, even before the 3D crosses bullish, right? We know exactly on the lower degree what to look for. So we're not just sitting tight and waiting for the 3D and weekly and monthly. Okay, we start being bullish based on the 6 hour, right? Right, and then basically work our way up to the 3D. Okay, 6 hour daily, 2D, 3D weekly. You see what I'm saying? And on the way down, we start being bearish, right? On the 6 hour, right? 3D weekly. So basically the inverse. That way, you're not going to be waiting for the weekly because the 6 hour moves pretty fast. Okay, it'll give you a pretty good signal. I was a bit, bullish right here, even though we got a negative crossover. I was like, okay, we can still possibly print the same setup right here and go back up. Okay, but I should have basically just followed the 6 hour, but I didn't. I waited for the capitulation below the 52.7 to get the 100% confirmation, and then basically just stay with it. Izmir, thanks a lot for tuning in. Double A, triple A, quadruple A in the house. When can we reaccumulate shorts for BTC? I don't know. I don't know. Just wait. I just have to wait. Can't just go too fast too early. Just wait. Okay, we will be going live and all that good stuff. It's we got a risk-free trade, so no need to be in rush. You can't make all the money in the world. Even if you make billions of dollars, you're still going to be looking to make more. So no need to be in rush. Just let's take it slow. That way, we're not going to be rushing to go long or rushing to add more. You see what I'm saying? You just open your position, put your stop loss, know exactly how much you're gonna lose, and go to sleep. Okay, and go to sleep. Now, okay. So now I think we're done. I don't want to talk about the hourly and all that good stuff because I'm not really interested in the hourly time frame right now. So yes, we're going to talk about the hourly. So if you short-term trading, right? Let's remove this guy. We got a method called the Zeus method. Okay, so whenever we get a big dump, you don't want to be entering a short position right now. What you need to do, wait for the price action to pull back up to the 21 EMA. All right, so let's say, let's say I'm looking for a scalp. I just woke up and I missed a dump. I'm just going back to sleep. Okay, I'm just going back to sleep. And when I wake up, right, I'm gonna look for my 21 EMA on the hourly. If I'm looking for a nice scalp entry, bang, okay, I can take a nice scalp entry once we hit the 21 EMA or even close to it. Sometimes you don't want to wait exactly. If not, you can use the 45 minutes. Okay, the 45 minutes right here is oversold. Okay, I used to use the 45 minutes, but on the way up, I like it when we in a bull trend. We will talk about it once we get a bull trend. The 45 minutes will be your best friend also. Okay, in terms of like bullish divergences. Once you get your bullish divergence on your 45 minutes, you don't even need to wait for the hourly. You can basically start accumulating long because we're going to be reversing. Okay, it is an old strategy I used to use like in, I think, 2019, 2020, right? But been using the 6 hour a lot, so haven't been following it, right? But it is a very good strategy. Just wait for the price action to retest the 45 minutes 21. That way you're not going to miss the 1 hour 21. The reason for the 45 minutes is also like you're going to get extra point to get in much earlier that way, because sometimes you can miss it like by let's say 100 points. You don't want to miss it by 100 points when you're looking for a scalp, right? Because you can get a nice easy 2%, and which is a lot, okay, when you're scalping, because I know most of you guys doing 100x anyway. So so the hourly time frame, keep an eye on, right? Hamza, if you're scalping, not financial advice, right? Your 21 EMA over the next like a few hours will be your short-term resistance. And in order to get any bullish reversal, right, we will create a potential divergence on the hourly, meaning like price action will retest the 21 and will basically either retest the bottom or even drop lower. But let's just assume like it's going to retest the bottom. If it does, you're going to get your bullish divergence right here. Okay, but remember one thing: you don't look for a reversal on a 1 hour bullish divergence, macro reversal. All right, so that move could only be a potential like a flat correction right here, right, to give you your double top, double bottom. And your second rejection, you're going to look for your 100 EMA. Okay, by the time the 100 EMA drops lower, it could be somewhere around like your previous resistance. Okay, just practice it. It is a very, very useful technique. I don't talk about it a lot, but I like to call it the Zeus method. Okay, and that's the same setup we had right here. And I showed you the setup even before it started playing out right there. That's what I was telling you, 1 hour 100 EMA, if you guys recall, right here. And I told you we will dump. Okay, and if you take a look at it right here, that's the same setup we created also. Right there. Okay, and that's the same setup we just created before the dump. But guess what? We did have a fake out. We got the move right here. We got the move right there. We got the move right there. And I saw it, and I was like, okay, I know we're going to dump. So as soon as we got the reversal, and I was like, what's going on? Why are we pumping? And I was like, okay, I don't trust this. Okay, but the pattern, they don't lie. Okay, they don't lie. And even though we got the short-term pullback, it still dumped lower. So that's the only thing I would look for over the next like a few hours, because the weekend could be slow. If we don't dump below 39, we could get a slow weekend. And if that's the case, it could print a flat correction like that. Okay, just like 2 weekends ago. Just like 2 weekends ago. right here. Okay, remember the dump we got right here, right? Right there. It was the 29th of December. Yeah. Yeah, we started on Wednesday and yeah, till January 1st. Okay, so we started on Wednesday and moved sideways for like a, 3-4 days, right? So don't be surprised to see a more sideways correction, okay? If we do. So now let's go ahead and take a look at hey, what's up, Mr. Young, Craig, Z? What about XRP to $13? I mean, XRP is not yet at $13. I mean, we've been calling for Bitcoin 100K forever. We're not still there yet, right? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at Ether. All right, guys, we got 1 hour of live streaming just for BTC, guys. Hopefully you guys, learn something from it, because it is a free analysis. I love doing what I'm doing, so I don't get bored going for a live stream. I don't know. I don't get bored doing these live streams. I enjoy it, right? I'm a full-time trader, so I don't have nothing to do if I'm not if I'm not talking about charts, right? Uh, so Ether, we hit our 2850. Yeah, hit 2810, right? And if you guys recall regarding Ether, the directional move, I made sure, right, we're not going to miss the directional move, right? Ether on BDC, I try to make sure we can miss everything, but Ether on BDC, we don't want to miss the directional move. Okay, I try to spend a lot of time, right, studying Ether and BDC. That way, we stay with the directional move, all right? Meaning like, 30% in one direction, or like a 40%, 50%, not like 10, 15%. You see what I'm saying? So as long as we broke out below the 21, I was just watching. I was still bullish after we got back above the 21, but spent a few days studying the chart, looking at the chart, and finally realized let's not try to be smart, and let's just act like we dumb and just go with the trend. Okay, so you try to be smart, trying to go against the trend, you get wrecked. Okay, you get wrecked. Okay, remember, a target, it is nothing a directional move. Like, let's say for instance we did have a target for Ether to go all the way up to 6,500, right? But remember that target, like, we did not start to call for Ether 5,000, 6,000 when Ether was like around like a 4,800. We've been calling it long enough. So if we don't get there and we got a sign of a reversal, we just have to pack our bags, right? We just have to pack our bags, right? And reverse. It's kind of like you're driving, and you're driving on the street, and all the lights, right? The traffic lights, right? Get cut off, right? And they're not running. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna make a U-turn and go back home. so you know what I'm saying. So that's exactly what happened right here. You're expecting higher prices, right? But you got a nasty pattern, a wedge pattern, plus a 3D reversal, weekly reversal, and all that good stuff. You just say, okay, I'm going back. We're going back down. Okay. So yeah, Ether 2850 is the lower end support. But we got a price support all the way down to 2650. So keep an eye on 2650. Okay. and after that 0.786 going to be 23.75. So the next big support, not even short-term support, going to be 23.75, which is going to be 0.786. Okay, 0.786. If you do it like swing high down to swing low, meaning like swing high going to be 48.50. No, actually swing low to swing high, excuse me. Right there. Swing low to swing high. Now we just hit, 0.618. If you want to do it swing high down to swing low, it is also fine, right? If you're still bullish on Ether and looking for higher prices over the next like a few months, you can still leave it like that, and you just use your 236 as support. Okay, that's going to be your next Fibonacci, which is going to be 2450, which is pretty close to 2375, right? Because 382 going to be, it is right now at 2915, which is basically what we respected exactly. So you can use your Fibonacci however you like it. You just have to know what you're doing, right? You don't have to basically always do like a swing low to swing high. For instance, the swing high to a swing low on log scale. If I use it on log scale, I can basically project later on the 1.41 and 1.27 right here, which is going to be 6,500 up to a 7,500. If and only if we get support at 1,700, or if and only if 1,700 is the bottom. Basically, it doesn't have to retest it, right? But that's going to be a directional move over the next like a few months. But we will see if we will not break. It doesn't matter what happened in this range, right? It doesn't matter what will happen in this range, right? It doesn't matter. It's not going to affect the upside target as long as 1715 going 1700 and 4850 are the tops and bottoms and tops, basically, respectively, right? You see what I'm saying? So that's why it is good to use like a swing high to swing low. If you're assuming we're not going to break 1700, you're going to be like, okay, I don't care, because my next upside target going to be 7500 to 6500 to 7500, right? Regardless what happened in between 48 to 1700, as long as we get contained. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at digital moon boy in a house. BDC to the moon, DJ in a house, double DJ. Beast Tooth in a house, thanks a lot for tuning in. He says, send crypto, king of the macro. Yes, thanks a lot for tuning in, man. So guys, make sure to hit the likes and subscribe to the channel, man. If you want to get these macro moves, I'm not talking about like BDC dumping 10%, 15%. I'm talking about like directional move, all right? 400%, right? 500%, okay? 50% down, 60% down, 70% down. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can get these nice analysis, no nonsense, okay? You can also join Send Crypto Premium. Excuse me. You can join the Send Crypto Premium if you are basically want to be part of the adventure, like the digital adventures. So now let's go ahead and take a look at alt. Thanks a lot, DJ. Yeah, I try to be consistent. I got a small channel, so only so I don't need to. I got a solid followers, right? I know I get this amount of views on my videos, right? So I know these people will always watch. So I try to try to build a consistent consistent you know relationship with with my followers, so they know exactly what I'm looking for. That way they can basically benefit from the these videos, right? I know sometimes the live streams are long, but as I said, this is what I do. I don't care about like people saying like it's long or none of that good stuff, right? I just want to make sure I get everything get everything you know all the information I want to get out of my chest. I want to make sure uh, I give it out. Let's see. So guys, if you have any alt, let me know. I think someone's Ismir Moonboy says CNS link. Jesse Jet Set YouTube says link USD. I'm pretty sure. XRP 589. What else? Matic. Tyro. Let's go ahead and take a look at Matic first. So Matic Matic, we got a bear setup on Matic, okay? Just like Ether, right? So Matic been pretty rough, but we finally below the 21 EMA. So any pushback up, right, up to probably, if it goes back up to like a 240, that's still going to be pretty bearish. It is just going to print a potential flat correction right here on the 3D, right there. So if it goes to that level, so don't get too excited. But the trend is down now. It doesn't have to go there. The hardest thing was like to break out below the oops. And take a look at it right here. We got a head and shoulder formation also right there. Yeah, Matic like to create this head and shoulder. I remember a few weeks ago also, I think like a Bit Baby Amen was asking about Matic. We did have a head and shoulder pattern formation on the hourly right there when it was like a 259, 269. And I was telling her it's time to pack the bags, right? Because we're starting to flip bearish. And that was on the hourly. Now we're printing it on the 3D. And price action is below the 3D 21. And support right there, which is $2. So I think like you got multiple supports along the way, but the lowest one going to be on average 60 to 50 cents. Okay. Or you can follow your Fibonacci's. First Fibonacci going to be 135. Second Fibonacci 0.618 going to be 113. MACD is negative. So you got a good solid argument right we could be tapping out in the short to medium term. You take a look at the weekly, the only bullish argument we could make on the weekly is like we're still above the weekly 21 and MACD is not negative yet. Okay, yes, that's if you want to stay bullish, you got a pretty good argument. Okay, no one can tell you should not be bullish. You should stay bullish if you want to go with this pattern. But as I said, sometimes your weekly your weekly time frame lags behind, right? Because the 3D time frame is faster, so but we will see. I think like Matic could follow the general trend. So AG, Mr. XRP 589 in the house. It's been a long time, AG. Where you at, man? I know. Yeah, you're living at the moon, so you can't catch my lives. Mason in the house. If we see XRP, Mason is saying EOS 2.3 to 2.1. Yeah, you can get those levels, man. Just watch like EOS BDC. EOS BTC will do very, very well. I don't know. I don't know why, but I see it coming. Let's go ahead and take a look at. Let's see. Let's take a look at CNS first before we talk about. I think CNS we got to go to the CoinTrader.pro. Centric. Yeah, Centric. Yeah, Centric. It did push back up. Let's see. CNS. Let's take a look at the BDC pair. Yes, CNS will. It will definitely break out, but you got to give it time. I think this guy you got to do it times 1,000. Yeah, we got a parabolic move, right? Another parabolic move down. So, and we got another medium term parabolic move. So it is still under accumulation, right? It is still under accumulation. So if it retests the lows right here, just about like it is time 1,000. It is time 1,000 right now. So it'll be like, let's say 0.00 something to, right? I don't know, but just the bottom, right? Just keep an eye on, because you got a parabolic move right here. You got another parabolic move right there. If we hold the support, we will get another one. I just don't know. Once again, I don't know when we're gonna get this parabolic move. Okay, but this move was already a 10x move, right? So with a 10x move, you should at least, I mean, for me, a 10x move, you got to close some profits, right? And basically just let it dump and you don't care, and reaccumulate the bottom again. But you know, it looks like something is coming. I don't know what it is, but okay. So speaking of a parabolic move, let's take a look at EOS BTC. Let's take a look at it on a monthly, because we just talk about like parabolic move, right? I mean, if you take a look at EOS on a monthly basis, it is still under accumulate. It looks like it is still under accumulation, but the monthly, you can see like the move we had back in October 2017 all the way up to November, or even like a March 2018, was a parabolic move. So the move we're getting, you know, right now, it is still a parabolic move. It is just not a smooth one, because it is on a monthly basis, but it is a parabolic move. So it means like we will get another one coming. Okay, another one coming. All right, over the next like a few months. I just don't know when. Okay, let's take a look at ETC, BTC. Yeah, ETC, BTC. We don't have the parabolic move right here from the bottom, right? Right? We're missing the piece right here, but you can see like, you know, it was a parabolic move, just like EOS. Okay, and we did get the big move right here. So if you take a look at it, right, you're gonna be like, oh, you know, Ethereum Classic pumped a lot. Yes, it pumped a lot, 14x against BTC. Yeah, if you caught it at the bottom, right? And it only pumped for like a 2 month. So that's why sometimes you just have to be very patient with this alt. And you take a look at it, it is still downtrending. It can still create another parabolic move down right here before the next reversal, right? So if you go back to EOS, I think EOS, it is still a good hold, good reaccumulation. That's why it is good to buy BTC right now. That way you can accumulate alt. These alt, you think like they're going to go parabolic, right? right there, especially on a monthly basis. The worst case scenario for EOS is like it'll give you like maybe 250 to a 300% move, right? From the bottom right here. Let's say we assume that's the bottom. You could get like a move up to like a 35,000. It'll be nice if we capitulate with BDC and price action dumps down to like a 3,000 sats. Just like, Ethereum Classic, dump 50% right here, right? And then get the move up. That's also possible. Go all the way up to like, 50,000 or even like 100,000 sats. So I'm paying attention to EOS BTC, not EOS USD, right? Do I have some news for ADA? No, I don't have any news. Have I checked VPAD? No, I haven't checked VPAD yet. We'll take a look at VPAD. Vet, a beast. I mean, nothing is a beast when BTC is dropping, so don't get fooled by that. Matic Ether, Matic Ether, yeah, Matic Ether is double tapping, right? Double tapping right here. And if you take a look at Matic Ether, right, on the monthly basis, right, you got your parabolic move, right there. Remember, I used to call Matic a savage. If you've been following me long enough, right, I used to say Matic is a savage, and I was saying it like back in May, June 2019, guys, over 2 years and a half. That's when I was saying like this guy is a savage. It's gonna do really, really well in the next bull run. Okay, you can go and check my trading view. Okay, so we got the parabolic move to the downside and the parabolic move. Now it is just a double top. You could get a, let's do this. It's not working. Come on. You could get a flat correction right here. Okay, but let's see if it breaks out right here. It could go higher, right? But I think a retest of the September lows is probable on a monthly basis within the next like a few months. All right, so let's go ahead and check VIP. I'm trying to check the first one. We talked about CNS. Luna. Let's go ahead and take a look at Luna for jet set. So Luna. Oh, that guy is. Let's see this guy. The sucker Luna doesn't drop. I don't know why. I shouldn't short at Luna, man. It doesn't drop hard, and it rebound hard. It likes to rebound very hard too. So Luna right here, if you were in our premium, you would have basically stayed bullish on Luna as soon as we broke out on the 3D right here, right? But I said Luna 86 to 124 going to be the next target. Okay, we hit $100, guys, $100, and we called it right here. Okay, let me take that. Yeah, give me guys 1 second. I think sucker is freezing. Hold on 1 second, guys. Hold tight, hold tight. XRP will hit 589. So if you take a look at Luna, I was like back in December, the first week of December before the dump, right? That's exactly what I said regarding Luna. Said we broke out above the 21 EMA basically held well, right? Support 35 to 45, and MACD flipped bullish again. So next trading range 86 to 124. And if we go back to Luna right now, we exactly at we hit exactly the spot we anticipated it. Okay, so it is still holding strong, but now MACD is negative again, right? It can flip positive, but since like the overall crypto trend is down, we will see if Luna can stay with the overall market, right? So temporary support going to be somewhere around like 63, 64. If we break out below it, could be looking for the mid 50s. Okay, and the macro support we want to stay above going to be 35 to 45. All right. And similarly with Atom, the Atom is basically tapping out. I called for the 40 up to 43.95 resistance. If you take a look at Atom, that was like a couple of weeks ago. Atom right here. That's the Atom setup. Okay, 42.25 up to 43.95 resistance. Okay, we still below it. Okay, we stop loss 46, still haven't hit it yet. Okay, I did close 35% of the position and just let the rest move sideways. Okay, yeah, Atom. Okay, that previous setup before that was like Sushi. I mean Uni been bearish on it since we got the 12-hour bearishness, double tapping, triple tapping, whatever you want to call it, and I've been looking for the 14. We finally got 14. Okay, so sometimes these directional moves, they can take time, but you just have to be very, very patient. Okay, for these gains, especially in a bear market, not bear market but downtrend. So I don't expect like this trade setup to mature like the next day or like the next couple of days. Sometimes it can take weeks before they break down. Okay, so you take a look at Uni right here. Right there. Now we at support. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the chat room. I didn't say all of that, Mr. Mason. I just say Matic is a savage. That's all I said. you add the rest to it. Okay. Let me see. Hey, what's up, Jude Moonboy 589? I didn't see your message, man. Saying hi. So now let's go ahead and take a look at a VPAD for AG. Yeah, VPAD doesn't have enough history. It just has 1 month, so it hasn't gotten wrecked yet. Yeah, you got your big move last month, right? Yeah, so it is fairly new. So I really don't know what to say regarding VPAD, but you got 50% going to be at 32.80 and 0.618 going to be 29.36 versus BDC. If you get a parabolic move all the way down, that's going to be a plus. Let's say we move sideways right here and we test the lows, that's going to be a plus, right? So before the next move to the upside. Let's see what else, guys. DXDY, I think DXDY pumped last week. DXDY make me feel like I'm doing integration. DYDX. Yeah, DYDX, it has a nice parabolic move downtrend. So it is still under accumulation. I wouldn't be too bearish on it. I like the daily parabolic downtrend. Looks really good. But the trend hasn't begun yet, but it is under accumulation. Once we get the 3-day MACD above or close to the histogram, right, and the second bullish crossover, you know what's the deal. Okay, so basically it can still pump to the upside and still drop back down, right, just to get the histogram close to the the MACD close to the histogram, right? So it is still under accumulation. I wouldn't be selling it at these levels. So it could be a good swing trade once we get a proper sideways correction right here. And something crazy could happen and it pump straight up, but I like the move, right? I like the parabolicness to the downside, right? So let's take a look at router. I don't think I talked about router yet in my pool. I think I talked about it last time. Okay, so router sucker. I found router too late, right? I was doing some research, right, and I never heard of it. Okay, and I looked at it. It was like 37, 40 million market cap, something like that. This pattern, I was thinking like it's gonna, I saw the pump the day I found it. That's when it started pumping. And sucker was right around like I think 11,000, and I was like, okay, once we hit like 8,000 to 10,000, it is going to be a buy and just hold for the 30,000 sat. But sucker never gave us what the pullback. That's why I'm saying these parabolic moves to the upside and to the downside, they're very, very powerful. Sometimes you just don't know when they're going to get the breakout, but they will. They will break out. I'm telling you guys. It can take like years. I don't want to say years, months, but they will. They will. Every parabolic move to the upside, followed by a parabolic move to the downside, will reverse. Okay. So if you guys remember that guy, I forgot that guy name. He used to call. He passed away, right? He used to call $1,000 BTC. I forgot his name. Hyperledger. So if you guys recall, Hyperledger used to talk about these moves, but I never looked at it in terms of like a parabolic move to the upside or parabolic move to the downside. It just crossed my mind, right? So that's one of the reasons he was looking for BTC to retrace all the way down to $1,000, but BTC is just a beast, right? So you can't just expect like every asset to do it, but if they do it, right, you got the deal. You see what I'm saying? You don't sit tight, waiting for like an asset to give you a parabolic move to the upside and parabolic move to the downside. But if you got all the recipe, everything handed out to you, right, you're going to be like, oops, I got it. And that's exactly what I've found with this guy right here. Okay, so if you're holding it, volume looks good. It could go all the way up to like 100,000 sats. Okay, which is going to be 1.618 extension. Okay, the worst case scenario is like it retests the bottom again. Okay, hit the all-time high and dump right back down to the bottom with another parabolic move. Then you start accumulating right here, 8,000, 10,000. The market cap is pretty low. I mean, it's not that low anymore. I like him 30 million, but when I found it was like 37. So I think 30, yeah, 37, right? And now sucker is like 100 million. Yeah, like 80, 84, not bad. So it is still low, okay? It is still low for something that can pump to like in the top 100. Remember, if you have an alt that you think like going to pump to the top 100, you don't want to sell it, because once we hit like 10 trillion, all the top 100 coins will worth 8 billion or higher. I said it multiple times, okay? I said it like so many times. Even like before all the top 100 coins worth like 1 billion, right? At some point, like we were like, well, let's see, 500 million or like 400 million, right? For all the top 100 coins. And right now, before the dump, all the top 100 coins were like 100 billion or higher. Okay, so I think like sucker could do well with this pattern, right? But you go ahead and do your own fundamental research, right? That way you don't rely on my analysis alone. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're going to retest the lows, but if you're already holding it, yeah, you might want to take some profits. If not, wait for it to cool off, and just can have a little bit of it and let it run for the next like a few cycles. Okay, if it goes all the way up to 100,000, you might not want to mess with it. After that, wait for it to cool off for like a few months, at least 3 to 4 months, right? Hey, what's up? What's up? El Gordolon in the house. Can I check EWT? Thanks a lot, T Dog. T Dog, aka, what's his name again? T Dog, aka Leroy Jenkins. Zap. Let's take a look at Zap, and we're going to take a look at EWT. So we're gonna trade AJ well today. AJ. Yeah, I mean, you got another parabolic nest right here also, right? So it pumped like since like August, it hasn't pumped yet. I don't know where can you find Zap. Let's just zap it. Let's zap. Oh guys, it's 6 a.m. my time, man. I didn't sleep well last night though. Slept too late, woke up too early. Zap. Oops. It's Oracle, right? The Oracle coins didn't do well, during the last pump. Oh, it's been around since 2018. Yeah, but it is only on Uniswap, BitTrue, low market cap. I don't know. I mean, the chart looks good, 4 million market cap. Just half of the circulating supply, just half of the max supply is running right now. Less than half, actually, to 100 million. 4 million. Let's go ahead and take a look at the chart again. So it is on Uniswap Poloniex. And BitTrue got 50% of the volume. Okay. Let's go back to it. Okay. So you see, you got another pattern right here, right? Showing you a downtrend. It is a very, very powerful pattern after a parabolic move. Always be cautious when you get it. You get a parabolic move, right? You get the dump and you get something like that. Okay, you get something like, you just have to be cautious. Okay, on the next retest, could get something like really bad, right? So it looks good. I mean, in terms of like a downtrend, I mean, it's 98% down, right? You know, the last time we pumped, right? You got to remember the history of these alt also. Okay, last time we pumped was what was like after the March crash. And what happened during between May till August 2020, you got to remember all that good stuff, guys. Between May till August, we did have an alt season. Remember, alt pump like a lot between May 2020 till basically August, second week of August 2020. Remember, right? And after we basically moved sideways, not move sideways, actually dump hard, like from August till basically late December, December 24th, right? That's when we basically dump. Even this guy also follow everything, right? If you think about it, right? So January we started pumping. It did pump with the market, but it just did a double top, double bottom, and basically now it is all down here. All right. So it is at the bottom from where we started back in June, July 2020. It is like over 18 months. So are we going to be moving sideways for the next 18 months? I don't think so. Okay, right there, right there, move sideways. You got the same pattern right here, right? Move sideways. So just suck it up. It's 4 million market cap, not yet in any big exchange. It's been around since 2018. Got good price history. Just put a 1%, 2% in there and let it run for the next 6 to 12 months. All right. Hey, what's up, Simply I Am? Thanks a lot for tuning in. Simply AM, not I Am. Can I get a little V-chain? Let me give you some VET. What? VET BTC. So VET 3D looks good, okay? But the only thing with VET BTC is like the weekly, okay? So VET, we just talked about like the double top, double bottom, right? So VET, since like our weekly doesn't wanna, we got a running flat in here. So if we capitulate down, we're likely going to move sideways, okay? But we got a potential trend line support right there. I think we on log scale, right? Yeah, we on log scale, okay? So I talk about all these good stuff, guys, for VET, right? Yes, I was bullish right here, but what I mean, like VET, if you guys been following me long enough, guys, I've been spot on VET forever, okay? Right here, I've been spot on VET. 30 sats 2019, right? October 2019. target 108. We hit 108. Everybody was calling for $1 vet. I was like, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. It is our first parabolic move. We will get our second parabolic move, right? And we're going to buy. So if you see me talking about like parabolic move to the upside, parabolic move to the downside, you know exactly why I'm talking about it. And vet, our second target was what, guys? 200 sats, right? To 220. We hit our target exactly, guys. And what I said, we're going to wait for what? For like a 60 to a 50 sats again. Got another parabolic move, and we said, guys, it is time to suck it up. Right? It is time to suck it up again. So vet, it is not something like I like to watch all the time because we've been doing pretty well with it. Let's just wait for the, since like we got a signature move right here, let's not just play with it and wait for it to cool off versus BTC. Okay, on a weekly basis, we're not getting a bullish crossover, right there. Every single 3D bullish pattern, right, was followed by a weekly bullish crossover, right? So right now we're not getting a weekly bullish crossover yet. Even though I like VET, I think we're going to pump a lot, but the timing is not right yet. We missed the double bottom right here. So we needed to flip bullish on our MACD. If we had the bullish crossover right there, right, I wouldn't be hesitant, not hesitant, but I wouldn't be saying like to be cautious, okay? That's exactly what we needed. We needed the MACD on the weekly to flip bullish because everything on the 3D was pointing up. Only the weekly was lagging. You see, the 3D bullishness, we got it. Everything we needed on the 3D, right, to stay bullish, we had it. 3D bull divergence, right there. Price action above the 21, right there. What was missing? Weekly. One piece. Only one piece, guys. We needed this little piece, right, to flip, to stay bullish. So VET, we can basically just wait for the 100 sats, right, to 80 sats, probably, depending on volatility or how BTC will behave, right there. I got you on VET, man. When it's time, I will basically talk about VET every day. It was time right here. Remember, I talked about VET like October, November, because the 3D time frame was telling me it's time to suck it up. It's time to suck it up, right? So just have to wait for the next like a few days, or even like a few weeks. You got a nice parabolic move on your volume on the downside while prices are decreasing. So yeah, man, just accumulate BTC, right, and hold it and wait for VET to hit support, and you just buy it. Don't care about like the BTC price. You see what I'm saying? Just accumulate BTC, right, and just trade VET BTC. Don't trade VET USD. Don't trade VET. VET BTC is more profitable, way more profitable. Okay, think about it right here. 150%, 400%, 600%. Okay, it sucker doubles like nearly all the time. No, you don't need to dollar cost average. Just, I mean, you don't need to dollar cost average all, every day. Okay, just watch VET BTC and accumulate BTC and watch VET BTC. You see what I'm saying? That way you're not going to be looking at VET every day. Just accumulate BTC and buy VET if we basically retest the support. And Zilliqa also, okay? They got similar price history and price pattern. So now let's go ahead and take a look at EWT for one of the moon boy. So EWT, I like the chart. I like the chart for EWT, right? So the reason for that, like we talked about yesterday, we talked about a flat correction. Remember our last live stream, right? We talked about BTC making an expanded flat. And if you take a look at EWT, UMA, I think Mirror or something like that. I know EWT and UMA, they both got the same macro setup. Okay, so it is an expanded flap. So the move right here could possibly, because the move right here is what, a very impulsive move, so it could be the first wave of wave 3. You see what I'm saying? So if we do not break out below if we don't break the support area right here, let's say 4.5, this could be wave 1, and we could be going for wave 3 of 3, wave 4, and wave 5 of 3. Okay, so the only way I would invalidate this pattern is like if EWT breaks out below the 4.4. That way we have to change our setup, right, to what most of you guys probably already know. To what? Let me know. It is a quiz. To a what, guys? Let me know. I give you guys 5 seconds. Okay, to a zigzag. Okay, 5. So even this move right here, it is not a correction. So that's why it is so hard, okay, to count it as a you know, zigzag. Okay, and our wave 1 will be right here. The end of wave 1 will be right here. Okay, and wave 2 will be right here somewhere. Okay, depending on where we're going to find our support. Okay, instead of ABC, I would call it like WXY. That'll be easier. Okay, WXY. And the difference between WXY and ABC, I will talk about it in another video, right? Okay, so keep an eye on EWT. Could be one of the first coin to a breakout in during the next cycle. Okay, yeah, it got the job done pretty much even before any other alt. Started breaking out like late March till basically April. Okay, so if you see like the move between January, actually November, December till, you know, till April was just probably the wave 5. Okay, if and only if we break out right here, break out below the support right here. Okay, you know, I know Doom Boy is going to call a head and shoulder. So let's see, okay, because if we retest right here, Doom Boy is going to be calling for a you know, head and shoulder pattern formation, and they're going to yeah, exactly, that's what I was talking about. Don't use these arrows. Okay, Doom Boy is going to a 70% drop. They're going to be calling for, you know, $1 target, but we will see. Okay, we will see, because we got a pretty good evidence, like the move right here from $4 to $15 was impulsive. Okay, so it doesn't look corrective. It doesn't look like the end of a wave. It looks like the starting of a wave. I mean, to my understanding, right? I could be wrong. Oh, we mooning? Let's see. Somebody says moon. No, I don't think we're mooning. Matic is still dumping. Yeah, man, it's almost 2 hours today. Of a live stream. Any of you guys follow Hex, HEX, of Richard Hart? I know some people used to ask about it, but I'm starting to pay attention to it over the next like a few weeks, few months. Yeah, BDC is getting the job done, man. So on the 6 hour, the only thing I was afraid of for BTC to make was like to create this flat correction. Okay, that's it. That's the only thing I was afraid of. And You know, volume is picking up. So so I got some hooks. No, not hooks. Pulse. Some Pulse Moon Boy in the house. I'm gonna sacrifice some. I will take a look at it. I was looking at Pulse.com, but not financial advice, guys. So go ahead and check out Pulse X. All right, it is going to be on the. I think Hex going, not I think, but they say they're going to be forking from Ethereum, and they're going to be created. They're going to be now a layer one. So if they're going to be forking from Ethereum, it means like Pulse chain going to be going to be a layer one. And we know this year, like Avalanche, right? Axie, all the layer one did well, right, in the top 20. So and Hex is already over 30 billion. It worth more than any of those coins, and it topped, I think, somewhere around like 60 billion or 80 billion. I can't remember when I was looking at the chart. So it means like if Pulse chain, if I'm looking at it right, okay, if I'm reading it right, okay, I think Pulse chain going to be the layer one, right? So if Hex basically pumped 100 billion nearly, right? You would expect like if Pulse X come out, right? It will at least be like 10% of Pulse, okay, which is going to be what they call it, like the Uniswap of Uniswap of Hex, okay, Uniswap of the Pulse chain, okay. So Pulse X will be the Uniswap, on the Pulse blockchain, right? Basically, that's the simplest way I understand it, right? So if I'm wrong, let me know. I'm still looking into it, right? Yeah, and they got a nice website also. It's right here. It's called stakehex dot. Oh, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's do this. Stakehex.com, I think, right? And right here, you can basically calculate everything. If you're a moon boy, you can calculate your. You can calculate all your. You can calculate all your staking. Just type in, stake Pulse Hex. Yeah, that's it. Stakehex.com, right? And you can connect your your MetaMask. You can calculate how much you're going to make, whatever, on your staking, whatever. You can use these toggles, right, to estimate the Pulse X in the next like a few years, right? So let's say you're a moon boy and you want to put like let's say 500 XRP, right? And then the number of stakes, right? Number of 5 years, and you just click on view. You can see like how much you're going to make, right? The first year by 2024, $167 interest, right? It says, right? But the final profit, that's what's matter right here. If you want to basically hold it for 5 years, and you're estimating like Hex going to be, even if you want to estimate Hex to be around the same level, right? Let's say 24 cents to 18 to 23 cents, you're still going to make $2,000, right? Even if Pulse X doesn't move at all, right? Stay just about like the same level, you're still going to make the same, 3x, 4x your money. Okay. So check it out. Okay. They used to say it is a scam, but what I said regarding crypto is like whatever they say it is scam, whatever they say it is a scam, check it out. 600 coins per $1. So most people most people basically saying, oh, how much the price going to be? I think the Pulse X is like 10,000, right? 10,000 per dollar. So if that's the case, it is a pretty easy calculation, right? The price could be somewhere around like 0.000001. Let's take a look at it right here. So hopefully you guys can see my moon calculator. So if you do 1 divided by 10,000, right? You get like 0.0001. Okay, that's probably the price. Okay, but the price doesn't matter. What's matter is like the market cap, right? And the supply. And I think like the supply is going to be pretty big because I think they're already raising like what, nearly 1 billion. And if every single dollar you put in, right, you're going to get 10,000 coins. So the supply has to be very, very big, right? And the price going to be very low. It doesn't matter. The price doesn't matter. The only thing matter, right, going to be the market cap. And I would estimate, okay, I could be wrong, probably 10% max of Pulse chain, not Pulse chain, but 10% max of Hex market cap. You see what I'm saying? So Hex market cap is like right now at 35 billion. So this guy could come out like, let's say 3.5 billion. Okay. I mean, it could be higher, but it is just the way I'm looking at it. I could be totally wrong, so don't basically quote me, right? Okay, trading on Pulse chain. I will take a look at Pulse chain. Shiba USD. Oh, Shiba got to be patient, man. I said it after Shiba pumped a lot. I was like, sucker could be moving sideways till February. Okay, so weekly negative MACD price action below the 21. It could pump, right? But that pump could just try to create a double correction right here. Okay. So if you bought at the weekly 21, I mean, you're okay, but you just don't want to be buying right here. That's why when sucker was right here, I was just saying be cautious unless you were trading it. And the target 7,000 was spot on. The reason for that was like it was 1.618 extension. You do swing high to a swing low, back to a swing low, you can see like 1.618. That's how I spotted it. And if you followed me, when this guy was right around here, 600, 700 sats, not 600, 700 sats, but 600, 700, whatever, right? Right? You know what I mean, right? So I was saying like accumulated right here. Okay, I was saying accumulated, it will pump, and target was nothing but if we break out above 1300, we're going to the moon. Okay, but we could get another parabolic move to the downside, right? So it is time to start accumulating it, right? If we get the parabolic move right here, we could be looking for the next wave to the upside. And also our triple R, I think it's called R chain. Not R chain, it's called a Pirate. So Pirate also another parabolic move last year. It is already giving us another parabolic move to the downside. So it is about time to start like keep an eye on pirate for the next like a few months. If it hits the I think for 500 sats, right now we at 2000, so it's still, got plenty of room to start like going going volatile, right? So keep an eye on pirate, right? You can get it at the bottom for the next like a few alt season. It might not be even this year, but for the next like a big parabolic move, it will repeat the same pattern right here. I'm telling you guys, it will repeat the same thing. It could be in 2023, 2024, so you just want to accumulate once we hit 500 sats and below, 500 to 250. So 100x is equal to 100px. Yeah, but we just have to be very cautious because it still doesn't make sense to me, right? I know they're gonna copy all the ERC20 token on the Pulse chain. However, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, yes, even if you copy all the ERC20s, right? Let's say you copy like 100 link, right? On the Pulse chain, right? Right? You're not increasing the link supply. You just got the copy of it. So you see what I'm saying? Like you can't basically just say, oh, I got 100. I mean, I'm not saying you can't, but it doesn't make sense to me, right? It might make sense to them. Like I got 100p link, right? And now I'm gonna sell it and I'm gonna make like extra link, right? That's how they say it. So that it doesn't make sense to me so far. I'm gonna keep on looking into it, right? I understand they could make like all the copies, but you can't increase the supply. Okay. Yeah. You can get some like a P link, right? So if you wanna, transfer your P link into the hex, I mean into the you know, if you want to transfer your link into the hex ecosystem, you just transfer it because you got some P link already, but not like you got extra link. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying, right? Kind of like you bridge into two blockchains, right? So if you basically send like some link, let's say you bridge in link and Ethereum and Polkadot, right? And you send some link right to the Polkadot ecosystem, right? It's not like you make an extra link. You just transferring it. You see what I'm saying? So if you already have all your link, let's say on your ledger, right, and now they make a copy of your link on your Pulse chain. Yes, you got some link on your Pulse chain, but you cannot basically just say like I got new link. Okay, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. I try to explain it another time. But I don't think we will get free stuff. Okay, just run away whenever you hear free stuff, right? 14 billion on Pulse chain. Okay, Pulse chain raised 14 billion. Yeah, I know Pulse X is raising right now about 1 billion, but we will see. All right. So yeah, keep an eye on guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at AGIX. So most of you guys, Moon Boys, remember AGI, right? It is now called AGIX, right? But it used to be called AGI, right? So I'm gonna go back to AGI in 2022 at some point. The only reason I did not trade AGI in 2021 was like I didn't find the chart of AGI appealing on TradingView, because if when I was looking for AGI, it was giving me like half a, let's say, not the whole history. So, and I didn't like it, right? But now I got the whole history of AGI, and I'm pretty familiar with it. If you guys recall back in 2020, right? AGI and Loom and ELF, right? Wave, storage, how we killed them in August 2020, right? So back then the pattern to play was the wedge pattern. If you traded the wedge pattern back then, you're going to make pretty good profits, because wedge pattern was the real deal. Okay, now the real deal is like the parabolicness, because they created a wedge pattern, it pumped to the upside, created another wedge, another basically a parabolic move. But I couldn't basically get the price history of it, so did not trade it the entire 2022. So now, just like VChain, we got our parabolic move, second one. Right? We could get the parabolic move all the way down again. So I think we could get another 200 sats to 150 sats. If you guys recall back in 2020, the buy range was what? Was like 200, right? To 150. Okay. Actually, right here was when it was like 130, I said buy the sucker. Okay. And Loom, they had the same price, the same price setup, right? And we did well with it. Okay. A nice 400% move. And back then, back in 2020, a 400% pump versus BTC was a real deal. Was pretty good, right? It's just now we're looking for like 10x and all that good stuff, because market was in a bull market, right? So keep an eye on AGIX. I will talk about it later once I get more data. And once we get closer to 200 sats, we will talk about it. That way, we're not going to be rushing it and all that good stuff. And the next big target going to be all the way up to 2,000, not 20,000. Yeah, so that's going to be a 2022, 2023 play. All right. So if we can, I mean, not financial advice, but my own personal trade setup. Okay. If we can basically accumulate enough AGI at the bottom right here, right, for the let's say the first half of 2023, the first half of 2022, right, and even the second half of 2022, even if we can get a nice 400%, we can close 50%, up to 50% of the position, and just wait for the rest of the year to see if we can basically break out above the 1,000. So I'm excited about AGIX, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at Loom. I mean, I'm looking into it. I like the reason why I like Hex. They got a good. They got a nice community, right? So if you're doing some research on it, you're definitely going to find enough resources. That's what I'm trying to say, basically. Yeah. Next one going to be Loom, but Loom, it is not ready yet for 2022. It doesn't look like it. So once we get the BDC bottom, yeah, if you take a look at Loom, right, it has a nice buy volume at the bottom right here. Okay, no selling pressure at all. Very low selling pressure, and we already got like a double parabolic move right here. Okay, and now we're retesting the bottom for the third time. And if you recall, back in 2020, May, June, July 2020, right? Similar to AGI, they were both around like 100 sats, 130 sats. And AGI already pumped like nearly, I think, like 700 sats, something like that, right? Or even higher. Yes, Loom pumped to like, 500 sats, but it wasn't like a trend pump. It was like, a pump and dump basically, okay? And our June prices right here, June 2019 prices, May, June 2019 prices is all the way up to 1,000 sats. And we're not even talking about yet the March 2019 prices, which is going to be at 2,000 sats. So I'm very excited for Loom if it hits the bottom in, in 2022 versus BDC. Anything below it could be a steal. Right? Anything below like, 100 sats. So support going to be at, let's say 80 to, I would say 150. Just like QSP, QSP, it is still moving sideways, about like 100 sats to 80 sats, 150 to 80 sats. Going to be the accumulation range. I don't think like the bottom, you want to look for the exact bottom, but it could move sideways for a month in this range. So just keep an eye on it for 2022 going into 2023, because it is a 20x potential, right? So it is a 20x potential versus BTC in the next few years. T-Dog, H, X, no, H. I think I talked about that coin. Is it Shia? No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Yeah, it's Heaven. Yeah, I remember this coin back in 2018. Yeah, yeah. Still have to wait a bit. I think bears could be calling for the head and shoulder pattern right here. Okay, so I still have to wait. Okay, still have to wait a bit. Let's take a look at it on a monthly. Yeah, on a monthly you can see like the monthly is not looking good, so I just have to wait, not be in rush. The best thing to do, at least for me, is like accumulate BTC if you're looking for these moves, right, to retest the lows. You don't care about the BTC price. BTC will not drop 90% from here, and this alt will pump like, will pump like 10-20x, in BTC after they dump 50%. So even if BTC dumps, like even if BTC dumps, you got something to buy to basically get more BTC, right? Let's just wait for the next like a few months to see if we can hit the lows. Okay. No, there is no minimum. I don't think there is a minimum to sacrifice, right? Mm, mm. Human healer. All right, guys. So, any other coins you guys wanted to talk about? ZK swap. I don't know if you guys heard of ZKS, ZK swap. Also in a nice parabolic move, a very low volume right here on a monthly basis, right? Since February, it's been like almost like that's 12 months, man. That was February. Yeah, I don't know why I'm thinking so hard. Market cap pretty low, under like the 50s or around the 50s, if I recall. So yeah, now it is at 40. Yeah, not yet on Binance. It's on pretty good exchanges, you know, Wabi, Get IO. Yeah, market cap 40 right now. Okay. If we take a look at it on the weekly, yeah, nice parabolic move. Okay. So basically, under accumulation, these are the coins, right? You know, one has to pay attention to instead of buying something that is like 100x, like still from like the July lows. You see what I'm saying? Those could be going, could be going on hibernation for the next like a few months. GX, we already talked about DYDX, right? I mean, you just have to have your hex on your Ethereum wallet, right? So, oh, Cardano, man, you gotta remind me, man. Gotta remind me. Yeah. Yeah, so 88. I was saying like to be cautious on that last pump. So the thing is, people like when these suckers pump, YouTubers will try to take advantage of the noise, and they're going to start talking about these coins, right? And people are going to start being bullish and all that good stuff. But in my premium, I say be cautious. It can still go, up to like 180, right? But the 160 to 170 was a resistance. The support, I've been talking about it over the last few weeks, was like what, 105 to 195, right? We hit 106. Okay, so it is still pretty, pretty, pretty early to be bullish, right? Yeah, even ADA, USD, you got a parabolic move. This wasn't right. It says it pumped like 10x in 1 week. I don't think we pumped 10x in 1 week from 3 cents to 30 cents. I don't think that's accurate. But the directional move, it is still accurate. So the you know it, let's see, the most bullish pattern, right? It could be is like we create the running flat, and we keep on pumping once BTC hit support, right? Okay. Yeah, so but support, 105 to 95, $1 to 95 cents. The secondary support is right around like 75 cents if we break out low. Yes, secret used to be It used to be Enigma. I talked about Enigma back in 2020, February 2020. I think SCRT. You go ahead and watch my Enigma video when I was calling for Enigma, 100x, and they rebranded right to Secret. Okay, they rebranded to Secret. Yeah. Yeah. Can't find the price history, the entire price history, right? But talk about it like back in February 2020. Right? Probabilic move. So that's the third wave. So if we retest the lows right here, just about 8,000 sats, that's going to be the support area to keep an eye on for the next potential, continuation. Yeah, it used to be called Enigma. Okay, and the reason why I was bullish on it, if you go ahead and take a look at the historical snapshot, right? And I explained it in my videos back then. It used to be a top 100 coin. Let's take a look at it on, say, let's say October 2017. You see how stuff looks different right now, October 2017. uh, you know, you see Neo used to be top 10. That's what I'm saying. You got to be cautious if you're in crypto. Just because you're top 10 right now doesn't mean you're going to be top 10 you're going to be top 10 in 3 years. Look at the top 100. Okay, NXT, Neblio, VChain. Yes, that's when I started to be actually I started being bullish on VChain at, you know, yeah, I think at 40 cents, 100 million market cap. Yeah. Navcoin not around anymore. Zcoin, it is still around. Zcoin now it is called Firo, right? And you take a look at Zen it is still around back then, $20. So yeah, storage. And AST, it is still around. I'm very bullish on AST, right? I'm very bullish on AST. So keep an eye on AST. Yeah, Enigma right here. So it used to be around the top 100, 30 million market cap. That's exactly what I was saying, why it was so undervalued 2 years ago, okay, February 2020, when it was like, I think 40, 50 million back then. And, I was saying like it is likely to pump to $1 billion. Right now, it is over $1 billion, right? So, yeah, keep not QSP. Wings, it is still around too, right? Yeah, I'm still bullish on Wings. Storage, we've been doing pretty well with the up and downs, right? ANT, right? We talk about ANT. Right now it is around like $10. And we talk about how ANT was going to pump to a 24,000 sats. So if you were in our premium, you basically been accumulating ANT around like 8,000 sats, right? To a 24,000 sats. That's 4x, right? Storage, we've been killing it. So we pretty much familiar with the storage pattern. Isaac, it is still around. I'm still bullish on it. Market cap, it is still pretty low. If we take a look at, RLC, market cap, it is, under 200 million, okay? So it still got a long way to go to, to like a 2 billion probably. Yeah, GXC, we talk about it, it is pumping right now, right? So we talked about it back in March, we talked about GXC, right? GNO. Haven't basically looked into it yet, and I know POA they merge with GNO, right? This guy is dead. Veritasium, I think it's dead. See a coin still around. Yeah, Syscoin doesn't. I mean, Syscoin is doing bad. I mean, it's doing good. Okay, not bad, but good. Populous is dead. I will look into it, but I think it's dead. Okay. Yeah, starters. I'm afraid like this guy could get if they don't, they don't rebrand or do something, they could get delisted from. I mean, I don't think they will get delisted. 200 million market cap from Binance. I like it, but if they don't make a lot of noise, so 6 billion. Okay, I will look into it in 2022. Made safe coin. Golem, it is still around. They rebranded. They used to be GNT, yeah. Now they GLM. Yeah, Vertcoin, I think it's dead. Like this guy, I mean. Yeah, 10x is, minus 10x now. Decred, it is still around. Ogre, still around. Outer, they're still on Binance. Komodo. Yeah, ARC. I don't know where this guy is. Hyper cash. Yeah, Qdom still around. So yeah, I mean things gonna look very, very different in 3 years from now. Right? This was like 2017, October 2017, over 4 years, and over like, I would say more than 50% of these coins not even around anymore. I mean, not in the top 100 at least. LRC, it is still around, you know. Now you see LRC is like over $1 billion market cap. So, and I'm still bullish on it. I think it's still got another parabolic move to the upside. So we did well with the last pump right from like right around like 20, I think 40 cents, right? 25 to 40 cents right here. Yeah, 25 to 30 cents all the way up to nearly $3. So let me go ahead and take a look at the chat room. I know you guys moon boys Bitcoin, yeah. I mean, if you look back, you're gonna be like, how these coins like got to the top 50, Some Bitcoin, some Doom coin, some nonsense coin, and all that good stuff. No, I never heard of SCP Prime. SNX. Yeah, so I think this setup is done. Yeah, SNX could wake up, right? It could wake up in 2022. Yeah, I look back and it kind of pumped a lot since like a 2019. So maybe that's why it is slowing down to a pump again. Yeah, it pumped like over 70, over 7,000%. So support right around 8,000, right? Right now we are 12,000. So make sure to join the public Telegram group or the Discord public group. If you want to join some crypto for these, macro analysis, right? Directional move analysis, shorting, longing, and all that good stuff. You can join the premium group. We've been spot on BDC, Ethereum, Litecoin, Luna, you name it. On the macro scale, not like 10%, 5%, but some 20,000 points call on BDC, 1,000 point call on Ether, from 4,100 all the way down to a 2,850. That's over like 1,300 points. Over 30,000 point call on BDC from $30,000 all the way up. We stayed bullish till we broke out below 60,000. Okay. Let's see. Market is going volatile right now, so let's see what this guy want to do. Let's take a look at Luna. Luna need to break down. The sucker, yeah, it's breaking down now. I'm happy. Atom is also breaking down, so I'm pretty happy. Atom, Luna, Uniswap hit target already, $14. Right, so it could break down. Litecoin hit the 121, 123 target, but it is not breaking down after that. Yeah, so Litecoin, the bigger target going to be 105 to $100. And if we break it, we got 71 macro target. It is likely to break down on the 3D. As you can see, if you check your 3D MACD, what I've been saying is like whenever you get this negative momentum on your 3D, that's pretty bearish. Okay. And check MTRG on KuCoin. We'll take a look at it. Yeah, Litecoin will likely to hit the $100 if BTC going to a retest 35, 36. But the 2D looks pretty good, okay? It's very accumulative. Yeah, I think we started the volatility with the 12-hour candle open. Yeah, we just opened the new 12-hour candle with a negative crossover, okay? So that's why it is volatile. Let's take a look at RX, ARX. That doesn't, I can't see anything, man. Asking me to check an empty chart. Let me see if I like it. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is double bottoming, right? Just under accumulation, right? I'm gonna give you guys one secret also, right? When even though we look for these MACDs and all that good stuff, right? When your MACD is below the histogram range, right, you can get some pump, but it might not be like a macro directional pump. You just getting ready for a move, but you just have to be very patient and accumulate. Okay, till we get above the histogram, and sometimes even get a second bullish crossover. That second bullish crossover, if the trend is strong, that's when you're gonna go to the moon. But as of now, right at the bottom, MACD, even though it could flip bullish, you just want to accumulate, right? If we break it, we're likely to drop at least 50% below support. Okay. I like the double bottom, okay? All-time low at 0.0098, which is nearly 40%, over 40% actually. Let me get my math right. Yeah, 47%. So, which is basically exactly what I just said, right? MTRG. Oh man, 3 hours live stream. Yeah, MTRG is a meter, right? It's going to get buried 100 meters into the ground. Yo, don't want to break the support range right here, okay? On a 3D basis. So watch BDC. It is a support. It is at a good level to hold, right? But watch BDC. Because if you want to be bearish, you got a pretty good bearish sentiment right there. A descending triangle. So I would just hold it as volume is decreasing and just reaccumulate the dips. Because volume is decreasing, right? Could go parabolic on the next uptrend. Now I'm happy. Luna is now below 75. And Atom below, nearly below 36. So all these coins, they're still holding pretty strong. Like Atom is less than 20% from the top. And still around like 5-month high, right? September, October, November, this, yeah, 5-month high, nearly, right? So still holding pretty strong. Most alt they like at a 12-month lows. These guys like above their 5-month high. XRP 589. We're still not yet at our 50 cents. I called it long time ago, guys. So if you've been patient enough, we could definitely get our 50 cents XRP. Golden 0x. Hey man, guys, I'm tired. I gotta go eat some breakfast, man. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. I'm gonna go eat, maybe sleep a bit, and we're gonna go live later on again. So hit the likes, right? Join the public Telegram group, link in the description. If I have a time, I try to make a short video update regarding BTC and all the dooms analysis. Okay, stay tuned. Stay safe. Buy the dips. And don't be Leroy. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.